Let's get it, fellas. Keep grinding every day. Never give up on your dreams. Keep pushing. Let's get it. City on your back. Keep grinding every day.
Get your phone,
no days
baby.
off. All 2016, baby. Let's get it. A round of applause, because you could have been anywhere else and now you're here. Sometimes in life, how many of us go through that why me attitude? You go through, a struggle or pain, and sometimes you'll have that point in your life, you're like, why me? Like, why me? Why am I going through this? Why am I going through this pain? Why am I going through trials and tribulations? Why me? How many of us, anybody go through that one? Now, how many of us in this room want to be successful? So throughout that pain, throughout that trial and tribulation that you may face in your life, when you get to that point, that why me attitude, and you're upset and you're down, just know that attitude, why me, just that thought, that one thought will push you and guide you to becoming successful. As I start my life story, 6 years old, talking to my dad, and he's like, Raymond, I need you to take care of your mom, take care of his family. I gotta go to the hospital. I gotta go through some surgeries. And at that age, at that time, I'm thinking, why me? Why is my dad giving me this responsibility to take care of my mom and take care of the house? Why me? And then a few months later, my dad ended up passing away from Agent Orange disease because he fought in Vietnam in the military. So throughout this time in my life, I'm asking myself, why me? Playing football. Played for St. Charles Bears when I was younger, pound ball, 6 years old. And I'm at the games and I'm going to practices. I see other guys' dads there, but my dad's not there. And I'm asking myself, why me? Why? How come I can't have my dad here at my games? Why do I have to go through this pain? That pain and frustration, I'm taking it out playing football. And it wasn't until I started playing basketball till I learned discipline. Because in basketball, you have 5 fouls to become successful playing. So I applied that concept to life. I have one life. I may not get 5 opportunities to make it successful. I may not get 5 fouls, in life. But at the end of the day, you get one life. You get one opportunity to become successful, become the person that you want to become. So then I fast forward my story. Great Mills High School, all-star athlete. 9th grade year. It's with one of my aunts. My aunt, you know how your aunt and your mom talking back and forth. Oh, my son does this, my son does that. With one of my aunts, she looks at me, she just gets sick and tired. How many, parents brag on you and then the aunt or somebody else will just get sick and tired of what they have to say. So my aunt looks at me, she says, so Raymond, what college do you want to go to? I said, well, I want to go to UNC. I want to go to Chapel Hill. Michael Jordan, my favorite player, he wore number 23. I want to flip that around because the jersey retired. I want to wear number 32. I'm going to Chapel Hill. That's what I want to do. She looks at me. She was like, all right. So what's your grades? I was like, 9th grade. I don't know no better. I was like, I got a 2.9 GPA. Just tried out for the team. I made it. She cut me off. She was like, look, you're not going to University of North Carolina with a 2.9 GPA. I'm like, what? So you mean to tell me that I'm working hard in school, finally get my foot in the door, finally make the basketball team, and you gonna tell me that I can't live my dream? With my 2.9, I thought if it takes a 2.0 to get on the team, and now you telling me my 2.9 is not good enough? So guys, guess what I did that sophomore year? What did I try with? I tried out with 4.0 GPA. Junior year, guess what? Another 4.0 GPA. Senior year, tried out with a 3.8 GPA, also taking advanced placement classes. So I said in my mind, I was like, you know what? Despite what she's saying, despite the things that I'm going through, I'm still going to live my dream. And that grade point average won't stop. So I worked hard as I can. And then guys, as I fast forward to that college journey, how many seniors do we have in this room today? Seniors? Okay. So every day you have somebody asking you, what college do you want to go to? What college do you want to go to? What college do you want to go to? And as I say this, 16, 17, 18, 19 years old, somebody asking you, what do you want to do for the rest of your life is a hard thing to do. Like, how are you going to ask me, I've never been out in the world, I don't know what's really out there, I'm just in high school, and how are you going to ask me, what do I want to do for the rest of my life? It's the most challenging thing that you're going to have to face in your life. Somebody asking you, and then proving to them the things that you want to do. So Great Mills High School, graduated with high honors, first team all SMAC, a lot of accomplishments. With my grade point average being high, my SAT score wasn't that high, so me being an out-of-state student trying to get to the University of North Carolina and then start and play on the basketball team, you're looking at my odds slim to none. So then guys, I don't get accepted. So after that basketball season, I'm training in the gym one day, working hard, me and one of my other buddies. And at this time in my life, I end up meeting somebody. Because on your journey, you'll meet people that will guide you in different directions for help and assistance. So I met this guy, he played Division I basketball in Florida. And he's looking at me, he's like, wow, kid, I like your game. You're pretty good, you're about 6'1", 6'2", you fast, you're strong. He was like, let me teach you a few things. So over a course of a few months, I'm with this guy, he's training me, then he comes with some great information. He says, Raymond, I know the assistant coach at LaSalle University. I was like, LaSalle? He's like, yeah, it's a Division I school in Philadelphia. I was like, wow, I finally get a chance to possibly, have my foot in the door to play Division I college basketball. So then, guys, he's like, Raymond, I need you to send me your game film. I need you to send me your portfolio, whatever you have, and I'm gonna send it to the coach. So boom, I sent it to the coach. Then, a few weeks later, I get a call from the coach. He's like, hey, Raymond McLeod, how you doing? You're a good athlete, you're strong, you got a good jump shot. Average 17 points a game, you can score. He was like, but as far as coming to this school, LaSalle University is one of the top business schools on the East Coast. So if you come, don't just come because of basketball, come because of the academics. And as far as you being on this team, right now we already have 2 walk-ons from last year, so we're totally not sure if we're even going to have a trial. But if you do come to this school, come because of the business. So I went. School cost $50,000. She's like, wow. School cost $50,000. They gave me $25,000 in scholarships. Then on top of that, my financial aid covers maybe $7,000 or $8,000. So then I'm left with this $10,000. So I'm thinking, you know what? I'm just going to go in here, go into this big university out in Philadelphia, and I'm going to live my dream, and I'm going to be successful. And I'm going to prove to the coaches that I can play college basketball. I can prove to the school that I'm going to do it, and I'm going to live my dream. So then, guys, August goes by, September goes by, October goes by. In November, I'm like, I ain't on this basketball team. Yeah, the school was fun, but I'm not living my dreams. Every day I'm waking up watching other basketball players, enjoy college life. And it's like they're taking full advantage of it, and I'm sitting here stuck, still training every day, still working hard, still going to the gym, and I'm not playing college basketball. Like, this is what I want to do. So that November, guess what I did? Emailed 70 different college coaches. Sent them all my game film from North Carolina to Southern Maryland, everywhere. And then, guys, a school that I got recruited by, Penn State Harrisburg, I didn't really want to go there. It was Division III. Coach calls me. He's like, wow, Raymond, you're a good athlete. You can play college basketball. It's like, I'm going to send a coach down to LaSalle University and watch you play pickup. I was like, wow, I finally have my opportunity. And then that winter break, guess what? I was on the road to play what? College basketball. I'm getting ready to live my dream. And then 2 weeks after that, January 3rd, I'm on the road to play against St. Mary's College from Penn State Harrisburg. And I get there, all my family is there, sisters and brothers, fans, friends, everybody is there, and it's just an amazing experience. I get ready to go check in the game, right? Raymond McLeod, number 5, Penn State Harrisburg. Boom, crowd goes wild. It's an away game now. The crowd is going wild. Oh my God, Raymond's here. Like, my coach just looks back. He's like, oh my God, like, where are all these fans? Where are these people? Like, did he bring them? Like, he was confused. But at that moment, when I stepped on the court, it was amazing because, like, I finally get my shot. Then around the third quarter, guess what? I'm dribbling down the court. I come back, hit a step back, pull up at the top of the key, boom. Crowd goes wild again. Coach, he looks back like, oh my God, like, all these people are here for him. Like, this is amazing. It was an amazing experience. We ended up losing because St. Mary's College was one of the best teams. But still, I got the opportunity to show my family. I got the opportunity to show my fans, the people that wanted me to be successful. I got an opportunity to show everybody that I had what it takes to play college basketball and also go to college. So I finally had this opportunity to live my dream. I finally have this opportunity to showcase to the world, even myself, that I have what it takes to be successful. I finally get this shot. So then, guys, a few more weeks after that, I'm really happy. My parents are happy for me. A few weeks after that, I get a call from my coach. He's like, Raymond, I need you to go down to the Burshaw's office. For those of you who don't know who the Burshaw's office is, or what that is, it's the billing office for your university or your school. So I go down there, they're like, Raymond, transfer the spring semester, you owe $13,000. What? You owe $13,000, and if you don't have to pay it, I have to withdraw you from your classes. This is the letter I received at home. Mom called me. You can check it out. Pass it around. That's the letter I received. Sent that to my mom. That letter states, by February 12th, 3 o'clock, what's today? February 12th. 1 year ago from today, I was on the road to go back home from college. So in that time, in that despair, because I finally got the opportunity to show everybody that, 1, I can go to a Division I school, 2, I can play college basketball, and 3, that I can be successful. Like, I finally got that full fulfillment, and then boom, I have to go back home. So in that time, I had to make a decision. Was I going to stay in my regret? Was I going to stay a one-hit wonder going to one college after another? Or was I going to dig deep within myself and find out what I can do to not only push myself to get back to college, but what am I going to do within my heart to be able to give back to the community? And that's where you see Team Raymond. Team Raymond was designed as a foundation. As a foundation that, marketing-wise, that's my major, but I understood through marketing, a lot of people really can't get their, self out there as far as basketball players because we're not marketed properly. So that's why you see the workout videos. I'm training kids, helping them become successful. So then they'll receive that exposure as well. And also you see the name, TheGreat32t. Anybody want to take a guess at what that stands for?
So maybe you said Michael Jordan. His number was 23 and he wanted to flip it, play for Carolina. I'm assuming the 32 is related to that in some way.
Okay. Well, the 32 actually, was my number. Great32t, it stands for the greatest. So in that midst of that night, February 12th, I'm calling, my mentors trying to find some advice. He was like, kid, you have to define who you are. You have to define the person that you want to become. And I chose the greatest. I was like, I'm going to be the greatest Raymond McLeod I can be in the midst of my trials, in the midst of my tribulations, in the midst of my failures. I'm going to be the greatest Raymond McLeod I can be. So that's why you see the Great32t there. The E and the S are flip factors. So that was my dream. That was my goal. And so throughout all your trials and tribulations and your pain, and you ask yourself, why me? Why am I going through this? Why do I have to wake up every morning and go to high school? Why do I, not receiving that full fulfillment within my life? Why am I going through this? We all raised our hands and said we both go through pain, frustration, trials and tribulations and failures. But it's what you do when you're going through that pain, when you're going through those trials, when you're going through that failure. It's what you do in that moment that really molds you and creates you in your life. As they pass around that note, February 12th, I could have just gave up. I could have just quit. I could have just said, you know what?
Haley, Revere.
I had the experience in college.
Haley,
I played basketball. I'm just going to quit and give up. No. I said I was going to keep pushing forward. In 1 year, I'm proud to say 1 year from that moment, I'm here. I'm here telling my story.
And Teresa K.
So you got to think in your life, what do you want to do? This 2016, I'm dedicating now. I'm dedicating this whole year to my comeback season. Coming back to college, coming back to basketball, coming back to my dreams. I'm dedicating this whole year to coming back to what I believe in, to living what I stand for. So you ask yourself, why me? Why not me? Each and every individual in this room today has a gift. Each and every person in here has something that only you can do. Only you can do. You're the chosen one. You're crafted and molded specifically for you. Nobody in this room has the same fingerprint. We're all different, and we all have something great within us. So when you're going through that why me, ask yourself, why not me? And lastly, guys, endure to the end. Because this road to success, we all raised our hands and said we want to be successful. It's not going to be easy. It's a hard road. You're going to experience all these things in your life that's going to try to block you from getting to your dreams. But guess what, guys? Never give up. And lastly, endure to the end. Thank you. And also, too, open the floor for questions if anybody has any questions. I mean, we get ready to go to college. I've been to college, 2 universities, been to Philly, Penn State.
Was marketing a hard major?
Not necessarily. My dad, he was a car salesman. And, talking to people, you have to advertise cars. So growing up watching him, age of 5 and 4, it was almost something that was brought to me by, spirit. Like, I want to do it. So it necessarily wasn't a hard, choice of digging in. And right now, with this, I basically applied all the stuff that I learned at Penn State and LaSalle University from marketing and then applied it to my whole life. So, question in the back? What am I doing now?
Yeah.
Well, right now I go to the College of Southern Maryland, CSM. When I was a senior, I didn't understand that the College of Southern Maryland was a 2-year junior college Penn State tuition, it costs less. With your FAFSA, it's almost paid for. So, you know, right now I'm at the College of Southern Maryland, getting these 2 years in to, you know, push myself back to a university. Any other questions?
Let me ask you, how hard was your freshman year? Did you go from that comfort zone of like knowing everybody at your high school and then being out on the road? Like, how hard was that?
It was really tough. It was really tough because I'm around people I don't even know. And the crazy thing, everybody else that freshman year, especially if you're at a big university, you're considered a number. Like, you're not even really considered a true person, you know? And it was hard because I had to make a lot of big boy decisions, 18 years old, out in the wilderness, as they say. You gotta wash clothes, your mom can't cook for you. You know, you really have to learn responsibility in that point of your life. Like, you really have to, or else, you know, you'll be lost. Any other questions?
What college do you want to go to now
After CSM, that's a great question. Well, right now, whatever college, as far as university that accepts me, and accepts what I can, you know, bring to that university, you know, that's the college, you know, I want to choose. I haven't started playing basketball yet for CSM. Right now, since I played my freshman year politically at Penn State Harrisburg, I redshirted this season. So after that basketball season, I'll definitely make that decision. Question?
Since people have helped you along the way, do you plan for the rest of your life to find ways to give back and help younger generations as they're going through stuff in life? Is that one of your goals in life?
Well, that actually kind of grew on me, because with graduating from Great Mills, like, I never had that person that I could look up to say, this is the gateway to success, or this is the gateway to college, or this guy made it, so I'm just gonna follow him. I never truly had that person in my life, so I really wanted to stabilize that foundation for somebody else that was going through the same thing. You know, especially in my situation, it hasn't been easy all my life. So I really wanted to create that stable foundation so one day maybe Team Raymond could help other college athletes or other high school athletes pushing to become successful. You know? So I really wanted to establish that foundation, and I'm 19 years old, and you know, I'm not far from your age at all. So think of 25, 26, 27, you never know where this may be. Any other questions?
Who's your principal? Is that Hype?
Great moves, yes. Great moves.
Tell you, Heibel, his principal was the first guy to help me out on my journey. And it's crazy how somebody from Great Mills helped me out across my journey at a camp. We were out in Pennsylvania. And then Raymond comes across my path, someone who I saw at the game that night. I was down here with my son. It's like, that kid played for Great Mills. When they played at St. Mary's in Washington, now we're talking. But it's how journeys are. I never told you, like I said, it's tough. I mean, when I went to college, I went to junior college. Now, some people know it, some people don't know. It's a journey. It's not where you start, it's how you finish. Like I said, a lot of people know I had Penn State University offered me a full ride. It was there my first day of practice. But I didn't take academics seriously. But the one thing I can say is how it makes you grow up and you learn from life from your struggles. Like financial, like he had that note. My brother quit the basketball team at Glenville State. And they said, it's fine. 2 days later, they said, you need to come up with $20,000 to get off campus. So my parents had to go and do that. I mean, different things that you may endure in life. When I first went to Garrett, my mother didn't take me to college. My brother took me to college. My mother gave me $50 and said, you gotta make this work for a month. And I'm sitting here like, $50? You ain't even gonna take me to college? I'm getting dropped off out in the middle of out in the mountains, almost in West Virginia. This is what I get. But it made me learn a lot of things, and like I said, and then I went on and took on business. And I would tell you a great business school is University of South Carolina Upstate. Mr. Weber knew that's where I came from. It's an accredited business school. When he found out, I was like, wow, he went to a nice school. It's definitely have accredited behind that means something that stands, strong out in the business world. So like I said, learn from his story, you get some time, that's someone that you have to talk to, because like I said, you always hear from us, and like I said, we're a thing of the past. But hearing from someone someone who's been there. 'Cause like I say, some of you might be in that same situation next year. Something happened at home, you have a hiccup. Are you going to turn to the worst and just drop out and say, I'm done? Or are you going to make a turn and say, you know what? I remember some guy named Raymond come in and told me about his story. I can do it. So, like I said, again, I thank you for coming down here. I know you have a busy schedule and all. I know students here, Mr. Glass, Ms. Gill, even Mr. Green said he was talking about me. I think you did a great job, and I think you deserve another round of applause.
I was just gonna say, do you believe that everything happens for a reason, and like you see yourself doing bigger things, and like, looking back on this and saying you're glad it happened? I don't know if I want to word it like that, but you know what I'm saying?
Definitely, definitely. Because, like you said, if it wasn't the things that I, been through in my life, I wouldn't be up here today. So if I would have got that Division I scholarship at University of North Carolina, I possibly wouldn't be up here telling you all how to continue to, cope with your problems and fight in the future. So I'm definitely, I can say I'm blessed to have those things happen, because now I hope somebody, at least one person in this room, could take something away from that. And if I could change one person's mindset, hey, I did my job.
All right, well, like I said, we promise y'all we're going to give y'all your last few minutes. Probably got to make an announcement. Make an announcement.
Yeah.
We're letting out for the